Next myth we are going to talk about is that all flat feet in kids are normal. No, they are not. Flat feet are of different types. One is a flexible flat feet and other is a rigid flat feet. How do you differentiate these two? Very simple. When a baby comes to you with flat feet, what we do is we extend the great toe like that. We just extend the great toe and see if the arch is reappearing or not. If at all the arch is not reappearing, and also if the baby, we'll ask the baby to stand on toes like that. If at all the baby is standing on toes and the arch doesn't reappear, then it is definitely a rigid flat foot, not a flexible flat foot. A flexible flat foot is a condition wherein the medial part of the muscles, that is the tibialis posterior, one muscle is, there is a very important muscle called as tibialis posterior that maintains the entire arch of the foot so that your foot stays in that tripod kind of position where the baby can walk in a very good way. What happens is the tibialis posterior muscle becomes a little weak. Because of this weakness, what happens, the arch completely collapses, and also there is tightness of the peroneal muscles, that is the lateral part of the foot. So there is imbalance of muscles in the feet and the ankle. So with that, what happens, the foot completely gets flattened and there is something called as a pronation. The calcaneum completely goes laterally like that. That is called as pronation. So this happens in flexible flat feet. So what happens in rigid flat feet? A rigid flat feet is a condition where even after doing a great toe extension or standing on the toes, the arch doesn't reappear. So with this, what we understand is that there is a pathological condition that is leading to this kind of deformity. So especially the most common reason for that would be tarsal coalition. These bones are called as tarsal bones. These are midfoot bones which sometimes have an unanatomical condition where they have a collision. That means they are joined together because of a bony bridge or a fibrous band which don't allow the arch to be formed. So if at all this condition is there, then it's a pretty serious condition. And also there is something called as a vertical talus, where one of the important bones of the foot is talus. That is not in a proper position and completely looks down like that. That is called as a vertical talus. So in that, what happens, there is a rigid flat foot and with any maneuver, the arch cannot be reformed. So a rigid flat foot needs a lot of attention, a lot of evaluation and lot of treatment in future. So don't neglect all the flat foots. Definitely babies will have some kind of issues with flat foot and require some kind of treatment. And also there is a great myth that you will give shoe insoles for all the flat feet. It's not right. Actually, shoe insoles don't help any of the flat feet, not the flexible flat feet or the rigid flat feet. A rigid flat foot would eventually go for surgical interventions only, not for medical managements. And a flexible flat foot needs only physiotherapy and nothing else. No footwear modifications, and very normal footwear also. Baby can perform better in his life rather than wearing insoles and arch support slippers and all that. That only hurts the baby more, and the baby is very uncomfortable and not able to walk or perform normally like any other baby. So please consult a pediatric orthopedician nearby you for a flat feet and don't take your own decisions. Thank you.